Come up from the fields, father. Here's a letter from our Pete. And come to the front door, mother. Here's a letter from thy dear son. Lo, 'tis autumn. Lo, where the trees, deeper green, yellower and redder, cool and sweet in Ohio's villages, with leaves fluttering in the moderate wind, where apples ripe in the orchards hang, and grapes on the trellised vines. Smell you the smell of the grapes on the vines? Smell you the buckwheat where the bees were lately buzzing? Above all, lo, the sky so calm, so transparent after the rain, and with wondrous clouds. Below, too, all calm, all vital and beautiful, and the farm prospers well. Down in the fields all prospers well. But now from the fields come, father, come with the daughter's call. And come to the entry, mother, to the front door, come right away. Open the envelope quickly. Oh, this is not our son's writing, yet his name is signed. Oh, a strange hand writes for our dear son. Oh, stricken mother's soul, all swims before her eyes, flashes with black. She catches the main words only. Sentence is broken. Gunshot wound in the breast. Cavalry skirmish. Taken to hospital. At present low, but will soon be better. Ah, now the single figure to me, amid all teeming and wealthy Ohio with all its cities and farms, sickly white in the face and dull in the head, very faint, by the jamb of a door leans.
Grieve not so, dearest mother.
The just-grown daughter speaks through her sobs. The little sisters huddle around speechless and dismayed.
See, dearest mother, the letter says Pete will soon be better.
Alas, poor boy, he will never be better, nor maybe needs to be better, that brave and simple soul. While I stand at home, at the door he is dead already. The only son is dead. But the mother needs to be better. She with thin form presently dressed in black. By day her meals untouched, then at night fitfully sleeping, often waking. In the midnight waking, weeping, longing with one deep longing. Oh, that she might withdraw unnoticed, silent from life, escape, and withdraw. To follow, to seek, to be with her dear dead son.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amos. Walt Whitman's Come Up from the Fields, Father is replete with literary devices and typically Whitman-like characteristics. Let's break it down stanza by stanza.
First stanza, Whitman already establishes the difference in emotional relationship between the mother and the son, and the father and the son. When addressing the father, the narrator, the eldest daughter in this stanza, refers to the son as R.P. When addressing the father, she calls him by thy dear son, using the second person singular, possessive instead of the first person plural. This shows that the mother has a closer relationship with and a greater sense of detachment to Pete.
Hi, I'm Seth. The second stanza in this poem romanticizes nature in typical Whitman fashion, using language that appeals to the senses. He uses vibrant descriptions of Ohio's countryside to set up a later juxtaposition with the violent images of the Civil War. This stanza is also the first to tie into the poem's cyclical depiction of life and death as represented by the seasons. Descriptions of apples hanging in the orchard and leaves turning to red and yellow sets the scene as one of early fall.
The third stanza juxtaposes the prospering fields with the hectic rush and stress experienced by the mother. It also further touches upon the different relationships with the son experienced by different members of the family. The father is coming from outside of the home while the mother comes from inside. This is gender inclusive as it demonstrates the work and importance of both the mother and father, but shows the father's disconnect with the warmer emotions of the household.
Whitman uses O sounds repeatedly in the fifth stanza, which coupled with the fragmented sentences creates a sense of confusion in the mother's thought process as she learns of her son's injury and probable death. Due to Whitman's history aiding wounded soldiers during the Civil War, it is safe to assume that the author of the letter is Whitman himself.
The sixth stanza employs Whitman's technique of shifting from the macrocosmic to the microcosmic very suddenly. The first, third, and fourth lines describe the grief-stricken mother, while the second zooms out to show that the world around her is unfazed by her son's death. Ohio continues to prosper.
There you go.
In the seventh stanza, Whitman shows the naivete of the younger daughters. They try to comfort their thoroughly disheartened mother as she attempts to reconcile the death of her only son.
The eighth stanza is a bit odd in that it switches to the mother narrating the poem as if she is having a conversation with her daughter from the previous stanza. This stanza also contains Whitman's belief that being a soldier is one of the most noble professions. Sorry.
It's okay.
Again?
Just go again.
Okay. The eighth stanza is a bit odd in that it switches to the mother narrating the poem as if she is having a conversation with her daughters from the previous stanza. This stanza also contains Whitman's belief that being a soldier is one of the most noble professions, and that to die in battle defending your beliefs is one of the most honorable ways to die.
The final stanza of the poem displays very clearly the lasting effects of the death of Pete on his mother. The poem transitions from the early fall of the beginning to the emotional winter of the mother in the end. She becomes extremely depressed and possibly suicidal, once again showing the tighter bond that she shared with her son. She wants to withdraw from life and be with her dear dead son.
Not included much in this poem, oddly enough, is the father. He's entirely absent after the third stanza. This seems to show his detachment from the family. His commitment is to the fields and his work rather than to the emotional well-being of the mother and sisters.